Have you ever watched something fall so fast, yet everyone keeps watching, hoping it will bounce back? That's exactly what's happening with Pi Network right now. The price of Pi coin is tumbling, market pressure is mounting, and millions of pioneers are sitting on the edge of their seats asking one question: will June 2025 be Pi Network's comeback moment or the start of a bigger fall? There's talk of unlocks, resistance levels, price breakdowns, and even a shot at $1.82. But there's also fear of Pi dipping below critical levels and getting lost in the crypto abyss. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Is this just a shakeout before the rocket launch, or has Pi Network reached a painful turning point that only radical change can fix? Now, before we dive into all that drama and data, I want to ask you this. Do you think Pi coin can bounce back and reach $1 before the end of June? Drop your honest answer in the comments, and hey, if you haven't caught up with my last videos on Pi Network's latest updates, make sure you check those out. The link is in the description below. Trust me, you don't want to miss the big picture. Also, if you're part of the global pioneer family, I want to see your pride. Comment Pi Network to the moon, along with your country name below. Let's show the world how far this community has reached. And don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with fellow pioneers, and hit subscribe to support us in bringing you more real-time updates about the Pi Network. Join our growing Telegram and Facebook community for behind-the-scenes talk and exclusive news drops too. Finally, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and not financial advice of any kind. So, let's dig in, and let's get started. Pi Network is standing at the edge of a cliff in June 2025, and depending on how things unfold, it's either going to leap into a glorious rebound, or tumble even further into a bearish spiral that nobody wants to admit is coming. Right now, things are tense. The numbers don't lie. Pi coin has dropped from a stunning high of nearly $3 in February to just around 68 cents today. That's a massive 75% wipeout, and for many early holders, it's more than just a price drop, it's emotional. The chart shows Pi wandering between $0.688 and $0.816 like it's searching for direction. But let's be honest, this sideways movement screams uncertainty. Buyers don't trust the current momentum, and sellers aren't completely letting go either. It's like watching two people play tug-of-war with a rope. Neither of them wants to pull too hard. And that's bad news if you're waiting for a clean breakout or a confident rally. All the key technical signals are flashing red. Moving averages, every major one, the 10-day, 20-day, 50-day, and even the 100-day are comfortably above the current price. That means Pi coin is stuck under layers of resistance, like trying to swim up through wet concrete. RSI is hovering near 43, showing the market isn't oversold, but it's definitely not showing strength, and both MACD and momentum indicators suggest that the current drift might soon turn into a drop. But hold on, it gets heavier. June isn't just another month, it's a storm cloud with a timer. Over 263 million Pi tokens are set to unlock. That's a tidal wave of potential selling pressure, and if you think that's all, July and August are lined up with similar events. This could turn into a rolling avalanche of dilution if there isn't something to counterbalance it. And right now, that counterbalance is missing. The real fear is simple: more tokens plus weak demand equals sign downward pressure. Exchange data is showing growing inflows, meaning more Pi is being prepared to sell. Whether it's cautious pioneers trying to cash out or whales trying to exit quietly, the message is loud. People are bracing for impact. Analysts are already whispering the danger zone. If Pi breaks below 66 cents, we could see it spiral down to 62 cents or even 59 cents. And what about breaking through resistance? That magic line at $0.738 is turning out to be a fortress. Until Pi blows past it with conviction and volume, the bulls are just clapping from the sidelines. The market won't move on hope alone. Something big needs to happen. Now, if you're wondering if there's any light at the end of this tunnel, you're not alone. Dr. Altcoin, a respected analyst in the crypto scene, put it bluntly: without greater transparency from the Pi core team, Pi coin may continue its downward trend through August. But he didn't leave it all doom and gloom. He hinted that a turnaround might begin later, if something shifts, either in sentiment, team communication, or network development. And honestly, he might be onto something. Even in the middle of this bearish fog, some experts believe the Pi coin still has a long-term chance. Analysts from CoinDCX say that if buying volume kicks in and the community regains faith, Pi could reclaim the $1 to $1.20 zone. That's not hopium. It's math, based on previous breakouts and market behavior. And if the stars align, they even think Pi could shoot for $1.82 by the end of June. Sounds wild, right? But let's not forget earlier this month, Pi had a quick 10% jump just because Bitcoin crossed $110,000. That one move lit up Picoin's chart like a Christmas tree. So yes, Pi is still tied to broader crypto momentum, and that can work for or against it, depending on the week. But Pi Network isn't just sitting back hoping for magic, they've started pushing into infrastructure with real funding. That $100 million ventures fund was a loud signal that Pi wants to expand its ecosystem with real-world apps. From fintech and e-commerce to AI and gaming, they're looking to seed innovation and bring value to the token. If even a handful of those projects gain traction, it could be a game changer. Still, not everyone's clapping. Some critics say the rollout has been slow, others highlight that top exchanges like Binance and Bybit are still not listing Picoin. Their reason? Concerns about ecosystem maturity and governance clarity. Even though the mainnet is live, questions remain. Is the project really decentralized? When will the token be fully unlocked on major platforms? These are the answers investors are waiting for, and until they come, skepticism lingers. Governance is another thorny issue. Some community members feel left out, others feel in the dark. The vision of Pi has always been about inclusiveness and empowerment. But when decisions seem centralized or delayed, it causes frustration. And in a market as fast as crypto, that hesitation can cost you momentum. So where does all this leave us? Well, we've got a few things to watch closely. If Pi can break above $0.738, there's a real shot at a rally. Maybe even 76 cents or the Fibonacci level near $0.7586. But if it slips under $0.688 again, buckle up. We could be heading for 60 cents or worse. The market is fragile, and right now, the bears are driving. The MACD shows no sign of turning yet. The RSI is still weak across the board, and until something shifts, either through a surprise listing, a big partnership, or a surge in adoption, the pressure will likely continue. We're now in what feels like the calm before the storm. Whether that storm brings rain or sunshine is what everyone's watching. June 2025 might not just be another chapter in the Pi Network journey. It could be the climax, the moment that decides if Pi survives the current downtrend or flips the script entirely. So buckle up, pioneers. The next few weeks are going to be intense. So that's the full scoop. June 2025 might be the make or break moment for Pi Network. We've got technical indicators flashing warnings, massive token unlocks threatening the price floor, but also a glimmer of hope in ecosystem growth and potential bullish reversals. Whether Pi goes up or down from here will depend on a mix of community support, exchange adoption, and real product development. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you the latest and most honest updates on the Pi Network journey. Now here's a question for you. Do you believe Picoin can hit $1.82 this June, or is that just a dream? Drop your answer in the comments below, and if you've got questions or insights, share them too. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next video.